Hey guys, I'm going to be showing you how to reflect images um, as it's given to us in IXL. So for this first one, it says graph the image of triangle ABC after the reflection over the y-axis. So the first thing that I need to do is I need to write down my coordinates for each point. So A, B, C. I'll write down my coordinates for each of these points. Okay. So for A, if I look at my coordinates, I have 2, 10. So 2, 10. For B, my coordinates are 3, 10. 3, 10. And for C, my coordinates are 2, 1. 2, 1. Alright, to get my translated points, to get A prime, B prime, and C prime, I have to use my reflection rules. The rule of reflection, if I'm reflecting over the y-axis, is to change my x value, make it opposite. Change my x value and make it opposite. So when I'm reflecting across the y-axis, I change the x value. So instead of 2, I'm going to have negative 2. And I keep my y value the same. So instead of 3, the opposite would be negative 3. And instead of 2, I'm going to have negative 2. Then on my IXL, I would take these points and I would plug those back in. So if I'm reflecting across the y-axis, that's this right here, the straight up and down vertical line, I would go to negative 2, negative 2, 10. Then I would go to negative 3, 10. And the final point would be negative 2, 1. I have my A prime, my B prime, and my C prime. Now, to check myself, here's what I can do. My line of reflection is the y-axis, the straight up and down vertical line. To check myself, I can make sure that my reflected image is the same distance as my pre-image. So if I start here at C and I go to my reflected line, I can count 1, 2. And if I start at that reflected line, I can count again 1, 2 to get to C prime. And I can do that for all my points. If I look at point A to A prime in my line of reflection, A, 1, 2, and then I count again 1, 2, and there's my A prime. B is 1, 2, 3 away from the reflection line, 1, 2, 3. So I messed up there. Dang it.
When you do that stuff, Parker?
Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to do a line of reflection in IXL, how to graph the image after it's been reflected. So the first thing that I have to do is I have to get my coordinates of all my points for the figure. So I have A, B, and C. A, B, and C. Alright, for A, my coordinates are 2, 10. So I'll write 2, 10. For B, my coordinates are 3, 10. So I'm going to write 3, 10. And for C, I have 2, 1. Those are my coordinates. Alright, after the coordinates, I have to look at where I'm reflecting across, and I'm reflecting across the y-axis, and I look at my reflection rules. Okay, and I memorize my rules. So reflection across the y-axis, I know that that is change the x. So I'm going to say A prime, B prime, and C prime. I make the x opposite, so instead of 2, I'm going to have -2, and the y stays the same. Instead of 3, I'm going to have -3, and my y stays the same. Instead of 2, I'm going to have -2 and 1. After that, I go on here and I plot those points. So I have -2, 10. It's right here. A prime. -3, 10. B prime. And -2, 1. C prime. Alright. After I do that, I connect the dots.